This was my first trip visiting the Grand Canyon. The word grand does not even come close to describing its beauty, history, and scale. I had the privilege of being invited on a private winter river trip through the canyon. Margaret was our permit holder and trip organizer. She assembled a group of 16 people, several from Western New York, a few from Vermont and Canada, and one from Austria. We came from different backgrounds, but had one thing in common: a love for whitewater. We quickly tribed up. Old friends became closer, and strangers became lifelong friends. This is our whitewater journey through the Grand Canyon. We spent 24 days on the river, traveling 225 miles, from Lee's Ferry to Diamond Creek. We used Seba Adventures as our outfitter. The night before rig day, we dropped off our gear and a lot of cases of beer at Seba's headquarters. Our drivers, Marilyn and Caroline, met us at the hotel the next day and drove us from Flagstaff to Lee's Ferry to rig our boats at the put-in. We unloaded the trucks, inflated our boats, and rigged our gear in a well-choreographed manner orchestrated by Seba. Even more impressive than the incredible views was how all of this gear made it into the boats. Once rigging was done, we met with a National Parks Ranger and settled into camp at Lee's Ferry for the night, all anticipating an early morning launch the next day. The launch for this trip was surreal. We pushed off excited for what the river had in store for us. We would enjoy world-class whitewater and postcard views for the next 24 days together.
Yeah! Woo!
As we passed under the Navajo Bridge, we caught a glimpse of 3 California condors perched on its underside. As we pulled over to scout Badger Rapid, my heart was racing as this was my first major Grand Canyon rapid. It was also my first rapid in an oar rig. I told my friend and passenger Tom, if you want the wildest ride, go with the newest guide. Luckily, I had some savvy veterans on my trip to show me the ropes. They told me, you know how to read whitewater. You'll be fine. The river teaches you as you go. I did not hit all the rapids perfectly, but I stayed inside the boat and kept the black side down. After our first day on the river, we learned how to set up camp before turning in for the night. We hit some smaller rapids before we pulled over to scout our first major rapid, House Rock.
So you're going to have a lot of left oar because you're trying to keep your boat perpendicular to the current.
Okay.
All right? So you're going to come down here and you're going to just be on the edge of this little pool. Now, there's a huge current differential here, and it's going to want to spin your nose downstream. So you're going to be heavy on the left oar.
Okay.
Heavy on the left oar. And then as soon as you see this third guard rock,
Yeah.
you start pulling hard.
After a successful run at House Rock, we passed Boulder Narrows before setting up camp at Upper North Canyon. It was my first kitchen assignment, and on the menu was barbecued pulled pork. The next day was a fun rapid day called the Roaring 20s, with several rapids rated from 4 to 6, within a half a mile of each other. We made a stop at Silver Grotto before setting up camp at South Canyon for a layover. We would be hiking to Stanton's Cave in the canyon rim the following day. Most of the group did a short hike to Stanton's Cave, now closed off by a back gate. It was a hotspot for archaeologists in the 1970s, where they found 4,000-year-old split twig figurines, 12,000-year-old mountain goat remains, and 40,000-year-old driftwood. After the cave, the group made it upriver to see Native American ruins and petroglyphs. Some of the group continued up South Canyon to a great lunch spot. And Tom and I continued up to the rim. You truly appreciate the scale of the canyon as you ascend higher and higher. It's an amazing feeling climbing through geologic history. After the eerie Marble Canyon dam site tunnels, we floated past some deer at Buck Farm, and then we were serenaded by Paul and Hannah singing Barrett's Privateers.
She was broad and fat and loose in skates, but to catch her took the end of 2 whole days, goddamn them. I was told we cruise the seas for American gold. We fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier.
We had a layover at Nankoweap so the group could enjoy the hike up to the granaries. This was one of the most beautiful views of the river on the trip. We captured some memories and enjoyed some tequila before continuing our trip. Feeling refreshed after the layover, we rode about 10 miles before arriving at the confluence of the Little Colorado River, which marks the official beginning of the Grand Canyon. It was incredible to see the brilliant turquoise water, the unusual color being due to the suspension of several minerals, including calcium carbonate. The confluence of the Colorado and Little Colorado rivers holds deep meaning for Native peoples of the Grand Canyon region. For the Hopi, life began near that confluence. As we rode away from the Little Colorado, we were overcome with a sense of awe. We've traveled over 60 miles and have just entered the Grand Canyon. We ran into a small problem at Tanner Camp that forced us to lay over. The seam on the floor of my boat blew out while it was docked. Luckily, Seba supplied us with a good patch kit, and we had 2 experienced boat patchers on the trip. We pulled into Phantom Ranch excited to see what it has to offer. We refilled our water containers and headed up to the main ranch. Many of us enjoyed a beer at the cantina. We all had fun sending mail and stamping our postcards with the "Delivered by Mules" stamp. The best part of Phantom Ranch was the flush toilets and the payphones. Thank goodness Steve had a prepaid card I could use to call my wife. We stayed at Granite Camp after Phantom Ranch and had the opportunity to see another trip run Granite Rapid. The next day would be a big water day with 3 8s and the rest of the gems.
Good job, Steve. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, yeah! Yeah!
We enjoyed some stunning snow-capped views of the rim while allowing our adrenaline levels to subside. After the big rapid day on the water, we enjoyed a layover at 110 Mile Camp. We all took in the sunshine and played some games. We even set up a hot shower. Some treated themselves to a spa treatment.
Go! Now just go! Come on! Yeah!
We stopped at Blacktail Canyon, where 550 million year old Tapeats sandstone rests on 1.6 billion year old Vishnu schist. This billion years of missing geologic time is called the Great Unconformity. We also took advantage of the incredible acoustics with a song from Paul.
Muite calma pra pensar, e ter tempo pra sonhar. Da janela vê-se Corcovado, Redentor que lindo. Quero vida sempre assim, com você perto de mim, até apagar da velha chama. E eu que era triste, descrente deste mundo, ao encontrar você, eu conheci. Oh, que felicidade, meu amor.
Very nice.
We began our Thunder River thru hike from Racetrack Camp after a dance party the previous night in the rain. The hiking group separated from the rest, who planned to float down and meet us at Deer Creek. The Thunder River hike was one of the most memorable of my life. The hike up to Thunder Springs was unforgettable. As we gained elevation, the spring came into view. All of the water that forms Thunder River and the beautiful cascades flows from the canyon wall from the spring. From Thunder Spring, we descended into Surprise Valley on our way back to Deer Creek. We took some pictures from the high point and worked our way down to meet with the rest of the group to take in the final wonder of the day, Deer Creek Falls. After a long hike on a cold day, we set up camp at Pancho's Kitchen, a spacious overhang that provided shelter without the need for tents. with a super fun upset rapid, we stopped at another iconic canyon, Havasu Canyon. Havasu Creek is known for its turquoise water and many cascades that can be accessed from the river and the rim. We had a layover at Mohawk Camp that had an absolutely epic view from the Groover. This layover gave everyone time to recharge before lava falls, have some fun together, and initiate our new paddlers with the booty bear.
Dropped into that hole. Nice. Good, nice. Just following the tongues right through. Whoa! Some big water. Oh, where did he go? There he is. The one we all been waiting for. Lava Falls. Let's go get him.
Tequila!
Más tequila.
You're all signing the bottle afterwards.
Not go until it's empty.
Yep. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, everybody wash their hands.
That's good. Don't worry, this will.
Cheers.
Wow. All got by lava, baby.
Oh, that's really
Tasty shit.
Oh, that's nice.
And I've got a Sharpie for
See what
afterwards.
happens when you buy good tequila? It actually tastes good.
You're right. That's awesome.
Capuncha nunca se seque.
Yeah! Free.
Not quite maple syrup, but it'll do.
Although there are a few fun rapids after lava falls, the river changed. It flattened out, foreshadowing our takeout and the end of this grand journey. We enjoyed one last layover together, and of course, one last hike, with some sketchy climbs and picturesque views. Everyone enjoyed some tunes during our next to last dinner together before takeout, and a beautiful sunset. The final day on the river still had some fun stops. The first was Pumpkin Spring, with its bubbling water and high concentrations of arsenic, and Diving Board, where the more daring of the crew took the plunge. Seeing Diamond Peak in the distance was bittersweet. It meant it was our last night on the river together. We enjoyed the sunshine and prepared for takeout the next day. Of course, we had one final Concord of the trip. Takeout was the same organized chaos as Rig Day, although a little bit more somber. This was a trip of a lifetime for me. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to spend 24 days in the canyon. I've learned a lot about myself, Whitewater, and gained a bunch of new friends along the way. It was a trip to remember.